What's going on, YouTube? Crypt here. I wanted to talk to you guys about cars today, but what's blowing my mind is what I found out about cars. And that's that we've had electric cars since the 1800s. Now, for me, this is a straight Mandela effect. And the reason why I say that is because if we've had electric cars around since that time, then why, oh why, are we even still driving around in gas vehicles? Or why is Tesla the only company that's coming out, as well as those other companies, of course, that are making electric cars? It just doesn't make sense to me, only because if we had electric cars since way back then we should be more advanced now. I still feel like this is something new and that this is maybe merging in from an alternate reality. I don't know. You guys, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. And I dug around and found out that this has been around for quite some time. There was even companies, Detroit Electric was one of the in particular companies. And again, guys, this doesn't make sense, because if Detroit Electric had been in Detroit making electric cars, then why did Detroit go completely bankrupt almost? As I dug around here, I just kept finding more and more information. And then the more I dug into this, the more I started to see all types of discrepancies with this type of technology. For me, like I said, this is all new. I didn't quite grasp that they've been around for this long. And guys, let me say right now, I've always been a big car guy. I've always been into cars. My stepdad, he raised me in a garage. Ever since I was little, I had Hot Wheels. I was always fascinated with the workings of electric. Anything electric, actually, you name it. RC cars, electric planes. Then I got into computers. So, I wanted to present this here to show you guys just some of the stuff I was finding here in some of these old articles. And again, I just don't grasp the reason why we're just now seeing these things. It doesn't make sense. The more I started digging into this, the weirder it was getting for me. Because, if there's been electric cars all over the place since the early part of the 19th century, then where we're at today, we should be well advanced with the electric motor. I almost quite don't understand why we even have the gasoline engine anymore. I mean, to me, it should have been completely wiped out if back in the 1800s we were doing this. And then, as I started digging into this more and more, I started coming across the fact that not only did we have electric cars since then, but since the 1920s, we've had automated cars. Which again blew my mind, because this is supposed to be new technology when in actuality, it's old technology that's been around for quite some time. I know now they're trying to push for automated vehicles and electric vehicles. So where is all this history coming from? That's why, to me, I feel like it's strictly a Mandela effect. And, I've included some of the articles. I mean, if you just Google it, you'll see a ton of articles on there. And of course, I tried to also include here some pictures about it. Just to kind of give you guys a kind of look at what I was finding. And then it made me think, well, if we've had electric cars and automated cars, when was the earliest that we had flying cars? And this blew my mind too. Because when I Googled it, the first thing I ran across was the Smithsonian channel right here about flying cars. And then as I dug more and more into that, I come to find out that we've had that around since the early part of the 19th century. There's different inventors that did it back in 1917. That's why I included here what Wikipedia was saying. And then, I started digging around to see, well, let me see what this car looked like. And of course, I understand it's early models, but, you know, just to see here that in 1917 that they had built a car, you know, that was able to fly. And then as I dug and dug more into this, I started getting more and more information about these flying cars, and come to find out that they've been around as well. So it leaves the question that with the Mandela Effect and with all the weirdness that's taking place in this world, you know, are we starting to see a merger of things that maybe in the normal timeline, for me at least, that it wasn't there? And maybe that's why all this stuff is starting to appear. I don't know. You know, it's just like in my earlier theory about did CERN cause the black hole, and now we're in an alternate reality. I'm starting to feel like that more and more, only because I'm starting to see all this weird technology that's been around forever. And, you know, as I dug into this a little bit more, you know, I started coming across not only these pictures, and there was a ton of pictures, guys, but, you know, I came across Popular Mechanics article here that talked more about that, and that's where they were trying to use fan blades. So I wanted to include that here in the video so you guys could at least get a look at that as well. Not to mention that the next photo here that's about to pop up, this was actually done by the Ford Motor Company. Again, it was supposed to run on 3 fan blades. I understand it's a prototype, but still, guys, it's just weird. So I wanted to get your thoughts, see what you guys thought about it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for checking out my videos, as well as I appreciate you for subscribing. And I hope you guys can share it around, show it, see what you guys think about it. Let me know what, you know, see if I'm either crazy or, you know, maybe you guys, this is new for you too. But I thank you for you guys' time, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.